Hello, my friends, and welcome to the Not So Native podcast. Let me introduce your host. My name is Rob Lamb.
And I'm Aaron Bailey.
Kick back and let us take you on a journey as we explore some of Arizona's most fascinating people, places, and things to do. Are you ready?
We know we have a valid launch order. We know we have an authenticated launch order. We've unlocked the fail-safe device. The next thing we need to do is figure out, okay, so when are we actually supposed to launch our missile?
Delay time.
So we have a delay time that's pre-programmed into the system of, it looks like 5 hours and 30 minutes, okay? We're gonna add that to the characters that are in 30 through 35, which is the launch reference time. And that is going to give us our launch time. Okay? The actual time that we're going to launch the missile. Now, the targets and the delay time that are assigned to this site are all predetermined by the war plan that the United States would use to fight World War III. When this site was operational, that war plan was called the Single Integrated Operations Plan, or the SIOP. So all the targeting is assigned through the SIOP. How you're going to execute all of your assets is assigned through the SIOP. So with a delay time of 5 minutes and 5 hours in 30 minutes. What that tells us is that we're going to more likely be in the second wave of missiles launched in retaliation to a preemptive strike. And we'll talk more about that in just a minute. So each site, well, what's missing from the launch order that a lot of people think would be included in it is any reference to a target.
Right.
That's all handled separately, okay? Every site has 3 targets that are preloaded into the system, and you see them here on the commander's console. Aaron, what do you know about these targets?
They have a light on them.
Okay, which one?
Target 2.
Okay, do you know where target 2 is?
I imagine someone in the USSR.
Yes,
Some
we can
high
imagine
value-
that,
High value target.
but it's all guesswork, right?
Right.
Okay, so you know as much about the target as the crew did.
Right.
All right, we had no idea what the target was. And that information remains classified today.
Sure.
You know, it's not like, okay, so you had a pretty good guess about the kind of target that we'd be going after. So it's not that, you know, people can't figure that sort of thing out. But to even release the targets today puts information out into the world that our enemies can use to theorize about how we prioritize targets.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not really something
That we want them to
that
know.
we want them to know.
Uh-huh.
So the targets are preloaded. The target that's illuminated, target 2, that's the primary target for this site. So whichever target is illuminated when we get our launch order, that's the one we're launching against. If we're directed to change our target to one of our backup targets, that's going to come in a separate message. Okay? All right, so we figured out our launch time, and when that gets here, the crew commander and the deputy crew commander have to act together. You have to turn your keys at the same moment in time and hold them in the on position for 5 seconds to initiate the launch sequence. If you let go of the keys, they fall back to the off position. So if you guys disagreed, one of you couldn't turn a key and then try and turn the other key. It's not going to work. And as Rob pointed out earlier, the keys are too far apart from one person.
I've got a good reach,
Yeah.
but there's no way in heck I could reach
Yeah, you just can't do it.
from here to there. No.
Yeah.
No.
All right, So we have the ability to go through the launch sequence. So Rob, your key switch isn't actually active, but you can turn it.
Detect.
But Aaron, it's your key that's gonna activate the sequence, okay? So I'm gonna give you guys a countdown, 3, 2, 1, turn, and then I'll count you down. Hold
5
it in the
seconds.
on position until I tell you to let it go, and you're gonna turn your key this direction. Now, are you right-handed or left-handed? Okay, you're gonna use your left hand to turn the key, and the reason is, okay, launch enable. You see that light right there, somewhere right there?
Yeah.
Okay, you are watching for that to illuminate. So if you turn the key with your right hand, your knuckle would block your view
yeah.
of that light. So every crew commander used their left hand. Okay? All right, so you guys ready to do this?
You're the end of the world.
Am I ready to be in the second wave of destruction for the... Look, you're like Gru on Despicable Me. We gotta change your attitude.
All right, so here we go.
I'm serious about it. Do we lay the plastic down on the floor? Because I would pee myself if I had to really do this.
All of our
Well-
minutes of training are coming.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
all
muscle-
your
muscle
minutes-
memory.
Muscle memory. All right, here we go, Rob. Be serious.
Okay.
We gotta do this. 3, 2, 1, turn. 4, 3, 2, 1, release. All right, so Aaron, have you got launch enable?
Yeah, it's green.
Okay, so you can sit down again, Rob. Your work is done, okay? Nowhere in this room is there a giant oops switch. There is nothing you can do now to stop the launch sequence. Only a malfunction would do that. So, we got a couple things happening. Well, we got more than a couple. The silo closure door that protects the missile when it's in the launch duct has started to roll open.
There
That
it is.
alarm means it just passed through the security system that we have on the surface. So that's a double check, and you have silo soft, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Now, we were also flooding the bottom of the launch duct with water so that when the stage 1 engine fired, it created steam. It vaporized the water. And the act of vaporizing the water,
Helps to control the exhaust.
yes, and
Okay.
it like dampens the acoustical energy. And then
So we don't hear it as much rumbling by.
you don't hear it at all, okay? 58 seconds, key turn to liftoff, you heard exactly what the crew would have heard. We don't hear the missile launch, we don't feel it, there's none of that.
No way.
The
Wow.
only thing that's missing from what you're hearing right now
Oh,
is...
we're red. We're blinking red. We're
Oh
going.
yeah, well, that's because the launch duct thinks it's on fire because the stage 1 engine lit off in there, okay? So the key thing is you have liftoff, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we have 2 umbilicals. Well, we have more than that actually, but there are 2 specific umbilicals that are connected to the missile, and they stay attached until the very end. So it's actually the action of the missile rising out of the launch duct that separates the umbilicals from the airframe, and that's what triggers the liftoff light. So 30 to 35 minutes from now, target 2 is going to be a big smoking hole.
Wow.
That quick, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
And you're thinking about it the entire time.
Probably
Probably.
not.
Well, no.
No.
So the missile then is like,
So now we get to your question.
At MLR, we do a little bit of everything. We can pretty much help everybody. So we provide an array of tax services and accounting services for our clients, as well as we offer a lot of support and resources for other tax professionals, CPAs, and enrolled agents in the area. For our clients, we can provide personal tax returns, business tax returns support in both of those areas from all of our tax professionals all year round. We're always available for a quick phone call, email. We always call back. We always answer questions. We don't charge just to talk. We're available all year round. Like I was saying, for any types of questions, you can always give us a call.
At MLR, we provide full representation for our clients, our individual and our business clients. We are able to answer any letters. We are able to represent them in audits. We are able to represent them before an IRS agent. We know what the IRS is looking for and are always able to help reduce your penalties, your interest, your fees. It's part of what we do.
MLR is flexible, reliable, and invested. We truly care about your personal situation, and we're always here for you.